welcome to Education Without Borders. This is yet another episode on book review. The last book review was on a book titled Creative Thinking by Wale Akinyemi. And we learned that creativity of our minds is actually a personal responsibility, and what makes us not creative is because of the programming that has happened in our minds. And the take-home message then from that book was that we must deprogram ourselves so that we can unleash the power of creative thinking. Now, today's book review is yet by the same author, Wale Akinyemi, and the title of the book is Mega Thinking for Mega Living. I find this book by this author who is an inspirational leader. He is a world-renowned inspirational leader. And the highlights on this book is that you must first start with leading yourself, being your own leader. Be the leader of your own mind. Before you are able to lead anybody else, ask yourself, am I able to lead myself? And leadership has everything to do with our mindset. It's all in the mind. And therefore, for you to be able to lead yourself, you must understand what is it in my mind that blocks or remains traditional the way it was without being creative, so that I'm able to unleash the potential to lead myself and then lead others. There are three things I would want to point out here. The first one that comes out is, as I have said before, leadership is, everybody was meant to be a leader, because if you are to lead yourself, it means first and foremost, we are all leaders. Leaders, sometimes we say they are born, but they can also be created by changing the environment. So environment is very important for us to be able to train our minds to be in a state where we become our own self-leaders, so that then we can be able to lead others. The other thing that came out very strongly from this book is that you have to stop blaming others and looking for blame everywhere. And for you to be able to do that, you must rise through certain stages on your mindset. All of us, or majority of us, think normally. So I would call ourselves category number one of people who think normally. But thinking normally has never changed the world. Innovation has never come out of just normal, ordinary thinking. There's a second group of people who I'll call category, is the second group of people who I would call creative thinkers. And all of us can train ourselves and change our environment so that we are able to become creative thinkers. Category number three is the people who are mega or phenomenal thinkers. Let's use a very simple example. We all know the alphabet, the Roman alphabet, A to Z or A to Z. There are 26 letters of the alphabet. If I give ordinary thinker an assignment to do whatever they want to do with the 26 letters of the alphabet, if I give the ordinary thinker the opportunity to do whatever they would wish to do, or wherever their minds would like to take them with the 26 letters of the alphabet, what am I likely to get from the ordinary thinker. I'm likely to get the letters of the alphabet most likely reproduced in their capital and also the lower cases, which is good enough. But I would also like to ask category 2 of creative thinkers. Do whatever you think you have an opportunity to do with the 26 letters of the alphabet. The creative thinker is likely to come up with many words, different words. And the creative thinker, depending on how far they can stretch their mind, they're able to come up with very, very many words, infinite number of words, because all the words we know, whatever words I'm using right now, are all constructed from the 26 letters of the alphabet. And if candidate number 2 can stretch their mind even a little further, they can write sentences and whole paragraphs. They could even write a story. And that is good enough because they have been creative and they have combined the different letters of the alphabet. Remember, there are only 26, but you can be able to come up with more than 26 words, actually with as many as you can imagine, and as many sentences as possible. How about the mega thinker? If you give the mega thinker the opportunity, so you have an opportunity there to do whatever you want. You have 26 letters of the alphabet. Do whatever you would want to do with them. The mega thinker would take the 26 letters and go beyond the creative. They would write words. They would put together different sentences. They would go ahead and write poems. They'd go ahead and write whole books like this. They'd go ahead and publish those books. Remember, this book, all these are made from 26 letters of the alphabet. And depending on how well it's ordered, and I would imagine a mega thinker would be a very good author, the books would now be put out for sale. So we have seen 3 categories of people: the ordinary thinker, the creative thinker, and the mega thinker. The mega thinker is able to see opportunity and be creative and go beyond creative, be innovative. He could even go ahead, write hymns, add melodies to those words. So I hope you have seen a demonstration and the ideas are obtained from this book, Mega Thinking for Mega Living. I hope I have illustrated that you can give 3 categories of people the same opportunity, but you end up with a different product. Let's keep watching. We'll take a short break and we shall be more to explore a little further mega thinking for mega living. I shall be back. Welcome back. Let's look at an abstract from this book, Mega Thinking for Mega Living. Personal development is personal. Of the many stories said about the legendary artist Pablo Picasso, the one that really caught my attention is the one where he is supposed to have met with a lady. She recognized him and very excitedly gave him a piece of paper and asked him to draw something for her. He willingly obliged and in less than 5 minutes had drawn something very beautiful. The lady was visibly awed by the talent of this great artist. However, her excitement turned to absolute shock when just before he handed it over to her, told her that she would have to pay $3,000. $3,000? She asked. Yes, he replied. But you just did it in 5 minutes, she said. Picasso is alleged to have said something that lays the foundation for the thinking I want to share. Picasso's response to her was, I am not charging you for the 5 minutes it took me to draw it. I am charging for the years of practice that it took me to get to the point where I can draw it in 5 minutes. The level of value that you invest in yourself will determine the value that you will attract. There is a lot that has been said about the law of attraction or the laws of sowing and reaping. It is not different. What is inside you will attract what is outside you. The you that can be seen is the external expression of the you inside. That is the hidden person. So many books have been written about investments, and all you need to do is look at the bookshelves in our bookstores, and you'll see so many titles written on investments. However, even if people have talked about every form of investments, they have neglected the amazing power of personal value addition. No matter what level you are and no matter what you do, the more value you add to yourself, the more value you attract to you. The difference between Joe the plumber, who is paid less than 1,000 shillings for a job, and International Plumbing Works, who will be paid 10,000 shillings for the same job, is not that people do not like Joe. It is that Joe has a value attracting quotient that is very low. Joe is not alone in this. So many people have great dreams and visions, but the ability to attract value, which is as a result of their value attracting quotient, is very low. This goes way beyond the financial realm. If, for instance, you are eyeing the next level of your career and you really want to get promoted, then you must learn how to attract the promotion. You cannot move to the next level of your career frozen in the thought pattern of your current level. Your present level will not release you if you are still attracting it. If you want to get married, then build within yourself the value attracting quotient that you attract the kind of a person you want to you. So what is common here is the value attracting quotient. If yours is low, then work on it. If you do not like the people in your relationship circle, then don't focus on changing them. Change yourself and your relationship circle will automatically change. This was an abstract from Personal Development is Personal. It is your personal responsibility to develop your own person and then become a leader. There are very many chapters, very short chapters and very readable chapters in this book, which I would recommend to anybody who would wish to develop themselves as a leader, first of all, for themselves, and then to lead others. I will just read out very quickly the table of contents. We have read about personal development is personal. The liberated mind. The magic of turbine. Smart versus pure water people. Opportunity designing quotients. Mentor leadership. The self-inflicted roots of stagnation. Yearly reflections. Not yet finality thinking. the hidden geniuses, the voice of experts, voices of echoes, the paralysis of options, and very many more. There are very many chapters, but they are very, very short. This is Education Without Borders on this episode on book review. Today, we have reviewed Mega Thinking for Mega Living. Keep watching, keep subscribing, keep following and keep liking, keep reading. We shall be back.